Georgia's three largest cities, Tbilisi, Batumi, and Kutaisi, hold around 40% of Georgia's population and are by far the most visited places in Georgia. Each city has a different lifestyle, so we've decided to compare these three cities to help you know what you should expect from them. For this video, we've decided to use three different categories: the cost of living, city amenities, and daily life. For the cost of living, we predominantly looked at how much a budget of $500 to $600 a month would get you in each city. First up is Tbilisi. With over 1.2 million people, Tbilisi is around 7.5 times larger than Georgia's second largest city, Batumi, and has around 1/3 of Georgia's total population. This means that there's a lot of different social classes living in Tbilisi, giving you a large range of apartment options to choose from, such as economical apartment in the city's outer Soviet districts of Guldani and Varkatili, to high-end, newly built luxury condos in Savratovo and Baghe. In Tbilisi, this budget is fairly healthy, and is even on the upper end of average and or the lower end of high-end. You can clearly see that there are plenty of options available to you with this budget, such as this newly built apartment in the central district of Savratovo, which is a short walk away from the metro station Technical University, and also includes standard amenities. A similar budget in Tbilisi's rapidly gentrifying Tatsminda district would get you an apartment such as this, which is newly renovated and in a historic building. As you would expect, the apartments in the trendier neighborhoods are smaller despite having a similar price to what you would see in Savratovo. Batumi, despite having a population of only 160,000 people, is about as expensive as Tbilisi. In the winter months, $500 to $600 a month will get you plenty of options, including a nice flat in the heart of Batumi that is within walking distance of the city's main sites. With that being said, average monthly rents can double or even triple in the summer months thanks to the large influx of Georgian and foreign holidaygoers, making securing a reliably affordable apartment a little more tricky than in Tbilisi. Kutaisi is by far the most affordable city of Georgia's three largest cities. A flat in a modern building is around half the cost of a similar flat in Tbilisi or Batumi. An apartment in the heart of the city won't cost much more than the flat in the outer district, making Kutaisi ideal for those on a tight budget but don't want to forego apartment amenities found in a larger city. Kutaisi is also the most ideal of Georgia's three largest cities for those wanting easy access to Europe. Ahmed Shinabeli Airport has over 40 destinations in Europe, most of which are served by Wizz Air. What's more, Kutaisi is ideally positioned in Georgia for those wanting easy access to some of Georgia's most well-known natural attractions, such as Prometheus and Sataplia Caves, Martvili and Olgatsi Canyons, the alpine mountains of Racha, and the marshes of the Kolkheti lowlands, which are all less than a 2-hour drive from Kutaisi. Tbilisi International Airport serves the largest cities of Europe, the Middle East, and the former Soviet Union. Tbilisi's land transit options are also the best in Georgia, with its international bus terminal serving countries such as Greece, Turkey, and Iran, while its in-country vokzalis serve every corner of the country, with most places in the country being within a 4-hour drive from Tbilisi. Batumi has the fewest options in terms of travel, both international and domestic. Kartvelishvili Airport is mainly a summer airport and offers few year-round flights. Batumi's location makes getting to the rest of the country fairly time-consuming, especially for those wanting to visit places such as Kakheti, where it takes more than 7 hours by car to travel from Batumi to Tel Aviv. All three cities have public transit, but Tbilisi is the only city with a metro and is by far the most accessible by public transit. The cost is 50 tetri one way, with free re-entry within 90 minutes, including buses. All three cities have universities, but again, Tbilisi has the majority of Georgia's higher educational institutions, including the main universities, Tbilisi State University and Ilia State University. Each city has its own unique vibe. Tbilisi has the grit of New York with the charm of Paris or Prague. Each neighborhood of Tbilisi is like its own mini-city, and as such, Tbilisi has a little something for everyone, ranging from modern city life in Savratovo to its medieval cozy alleyways in the city's old town. The city, like any other major city, is also plagued with traffic, air pollution, and a lack of parks and green space. Despite this, Tbilisi's geography kind of acts like a gigantic park, offering green mountain views everywhere you go in the city. Tbilisi is surrounded on three sides by the Trialeti Range, and Tatsminda is visible from all parts of the city. Even though areas of the city may be a concrete jungle, just look up and you'll see the mountains. Batumi is known for its pebble beaches, and the city has done a very good job at integrating itself with its beach. There's a 3.5-mile or 6-kilometer long promenade that follows the entirety of the beach, and being able to stand on the beach, look out at the Black Sea, and turn around and see the mountains is just magical. Batumi, however, isn't without its critics. The city is known for its haphazard construction projects, which many call out of control and tacky. The beachfront portion of the city can feel like a gigantic construction zone with luxury condos popping up while the rest of the city feels almost forgotten. Kutaisi is a nice combination of the subtropical climate found in western Georgia with the more temperate climate found in central Georgia. The city as a whole has a much more quaint, slow-paced, and laid-back feel. Kutaisi has a fairly low skyline, and most people live in either Soviet settlements or typical Georgian houses. Kutaisi city center has been elegantly renovated, and the city is fairly walkable. By now, it should be pretty clear that Tbilisi, Batumi, and Kutaisi are vastly different from each other. Tbilisi is a fast-paced metropolis that's managed to keep its past alive, ideal for those wanting all of the amenities of living in a busy European city. Batumi is a beach town that is fitting for those who like a big city feel without the big city rush. Kutaisi is a calm and charming city, perfect for the laid-back nature lovers and travelers. For more information about Georgia as a whole, visit our website, www.visiting-georgia.com. Thanks for watching.